So let's proceed. Article 7, work patterns. Let's say paragraph 1, part A, the patterns of work to be, the patterns of work to be contracted upon should be in line with the following. The first pattern is full-time working schedule, so which means working for one employer for full daily working hours throughout the working day, like the one in Emirates aviation group in the role of the Emirates cabin crew. Paragraph 1b, part-time, which means working for one or more employers for a specified number of working hours or days designated for work. So in the case of a part-time work pattern, you may work either for one or more employers for a specified number of working hours or days designated for work. For example, you may be part-timer in a cafeteria as a barista, let's say. So you may work there, let us assume a hypothetical scenario, 10 hours per week. And you may work a single shift of 10 hours, a particular day of the week. And let me fix the camera in order for you to be able to see me better. So, and paragraph 1, part C. Temporary work, which is work whose execution requires a specific period or is based on a certain task and is ended by its completion. So temporary work might be, for example, you might be a contractor for a particular employer in order for you to let's say in order for you to in order for you to a simple example. Okay, it might be let's say the employer is a well-known hotel chain of Dubai, and the particular hotel might choose to open an outlet in a particular area of Dubai. You might be the manager, the pre-opening manager. Again, you might be the pre-opening manager of the particular outlet until up to the time that the outlet is able to open its doors to the public, to the potential customers. That means up to the point that the outlet will be able to begin its operations and will be able to serve the needs of its customers. So in my opinion, this is an example of temporary work. In essence, temporary work, it's a finite, it's a contract of finite time, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. And again, paragraph 1, part D, flexible work, which is work whose hours or working days change according to the workload, as well as the economic and operational variables of the employer. The worker may work for the employer at variable times according to the work conditions and requirements. And last, paragraph 1, part E, any other patterns of work specified by the implementing regulation hereof. And article 7, work patterns 2, paragraph 2, the implementing regulation specifies the conditions and rules of the work patterns and the obligations of both the worker and employer according to each pattern. So again, paragraph 2, the implementing regulation specifies the conditions and rules of the work patterns and the obligations of both the worker and employer according to each pattern. Okay, for example, let's say paragraph 1, part B, the part-time work pattern. The definition is that part-time means working for one or more employers for a specified number of working hours or days designated for work. So, let's say the obligation of the employer in a part-time contract will be for the worker let me guess. An obligation might be, according to the contract, for the employer to be able to provide to the worker 25 hours per week. Let me rephrase it. An obligation from the employer side might be to be able to provide to the worker 25 working hours per week, and this might be binded, and I assume that there might be a binding in this, in a formal contract. And for the same example, the worker must be able to work for the particular employer 25 hours per week according to the terms specified on the particular contract. I believe it's simple enough. I do not want to say crystal clear, but I believe the Article 7 is simple enough. I mean, it provides simple and understandable explanations. And let's proceed. Article number 8, employment contract. Okay, it's not a lengthy one. It contains only 6 paragraphs.